Your way of leading life should be a guideline for others. How you manage business, how you manage Rotary, how you manage photography. And your other passions. I know you are into cycling. Yes. You are an avid cycling enthusiast. Seen you with my friends in pictures and all.
Yes.
So, lot of activities. So, for all that, you need that extra energy. Where do you get it from?
No, in fact, my friend Gopal Krishna Baliga was the one who inspired me to take up cycling.
He is a great guy. He is, he is always young. I tell him, I am jealous of you. I feel jealous. You are very slim and trim, and you do so much of cycling. You make me jealous. And then I told him, I'll compete with you in my dreams, in my sleep. That's the only way I can do it.
In fact, before I took up cycling, I told him that with my weight, I don't think there is any cycle which can take up my weight. Then he sent me a photo of a very, very fat guy riding a bicycle. Then I got the guts to do it.
Motivation.
But then after that, we have, traveled all the 4 ghats, Madikeri, Charmadi, Kudremukh.
Yeah, but whatever it is, Ranga, I don't think you are fat. You are generously built. That's all.
Very nice way of putting it.
Yeah, your parents, then now Rajani, they have all looked after you generously. That's why. And your body frame may look, broad, and you may look.
I know,
but you are not on the fatter side.
It's all, it's all how fit you are.
Yeah.
At 63. Yesterday we had been to Mullayanagiri and those 500 odd steps, absolutely no panting at the end of it.
Fantastic. I would have gasped. They would have brought me a stretcher then. So much for your these activities. Then Rajani, I asked you about your cooking.
Yeah.
Now time to ask you about your main hobby, that is art.
Yes.
You are a good artist, I heard. Saw a couple of paintings maybe in Ranga's album. I am not sure whether I have seen it there or some other friends.
Yeah.
Maybe your common friends might have, mine and your common friends might have displayed it. Yeah, but I liked it, because I can't appreciate art in depth actually. Just superficially,
Yeah.
But I know what is good and what is bad, what looks good and what looks bad. Immediately I can make out. And what is childish and what is professional.
Yes.
That also.
Yeah.
So what's your experience? What made you actually, made you get into this? Whether you had formal training, all that you have to tell me. I won't go on asking questions.
I used to sketch from when I was a kid. And the coloring, I was very much interested in sketching, more than stitching, sewing. I was interested in sketching and painting.
Oh.
And then studies. So, I didn't have time for all this. Then after I got married, I attended this BGM Fine Arts. Shabir sir was my teacher.
Good.
So there, I really developed my hobby. Like I came to know how to shade, all these various things.
Okay.
We have a step method where, first we do the sketching, then the charcoal, then crayons, and then finally after watercolor, then we go to the oil painting.
Acrylic and
acrylic and oil painting. And I'd finished all that. Then I developed it sitting at home. I'm into fabric painting now. I design saris. I paint on saris. I paint on blouses. I paint on clutches. I have a niece of mine who has Sachi, her brand. So I paint her clutches.
She's your niece, is it?
She's my niece.
Oh, good.
Kiran.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
So I design her clutches.
She's into bags and
Yes,
things,
she has.
handbags.
She has beautiful. She is a designer.
I've
She's
seen
got
that.
her brand
I've
Sachi.
seen that.
So I paint for her.
Okay.
Yeah, then I paint for friends, whoever.
So handmade things mostly.
Yes. And now I am into fridge magnets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then what about these
And bookmarks.
motifs and this thing?
Yes.
What do you put on the wall?
Yes,
And all
wall paintings, acrylic, oil painting. But now mostly I do on fabrics.
Okay. Then any other thing, embroidery and things you are
No,
interested in?
I'm into painting.
You said you instead of that
Yeah.
you concentrated more on painting.
More on painting. I have a hand for embroidery, but I don't have the time for embroidery.
Okay, now you have a grandson, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And we are, he takes most of our time at home.
Okay. And one permanent family member,
Yes.
Toby,
Yeah. He's our other pet.
cute doggie.
Yes.
I always used to admire
He's a
him.
lab.
I used to see him in
pictures.
Ranga's albums.
Yes.
Toby or not to be. I was just once I
To be or
commented.
not to be, yeah.
Once I commented.
Yes.
So Ranga didn't feel bad.
Now he's 7 years old and still very, very naughty.
Very active, very active.
Very naughty and eating.
Does he spare your garden?
But he digs the lawn up.
Yes.
Okay.
Always, regularly.
Regularly.
Okay. Anyway, kids do that.
Yes.
So he's also like a kid.
Yes, he's a kid.
And Ranga, any other hobbies like acting, singing, and all
Yes, he's into singing.
I sing.
Uh-huh.
I sing. In fact, we both of us.
that? Oh, really?
ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಲಿ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನೇ ಕಾಣುವೆ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿರುವೆ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಡುವೆ
ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಲಿ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನೇ ಕಾಣುವೆ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿರುವೆ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಡುವೆ
ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಲಿ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನೇ ಕಾಣುವೆ
Great. See,
That is
how
a
many-
pastime.
Yeah, how many things one can do, and after becoming grandpa and grandma, still they are passionate about these things. That's great. So you sing at your club and social meetings and all.
Yes.
For any recordings and all you have done?
No record.
Seriously,
No
karaoke
record.
singing,
But
is it?
karaoke singing, and I've taken part in our Rotary competitions.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So once I'm reminded of a picture you took in Mysore. You showed some bicycles there that they have started like in European countries. They have started
Yes.
in
Ride for
Mysore.
Yes.
What was that about?
No, in fact, in Mysore, there are bicycles which are there on the, corporation keeps it there.
Oh, corporation gives
The
it.
corporation keeps it there and you can rent the bicycles,
Oh.
take it to the next stop and just leave it there.
Oh,
It's
that's a
a-
good move. From Rotary, are you indulging in such activities, or Rotary is entirely different?
No, in Rotary, it's all about service activities.
Okay.
Rotary, we have got 7 focus areas
Uh-huh.
where we talk about education, we talk about water, we talk about environment, we talk about
Mostly
medical
infrastructure.
facilities.
Mostly
No
infrastructure.
infrastructure. We talk about medical facilities,
Okay, okay.
like equipment in a hospital.
Okay, living condition. You want to improve the living
Yes,
condition.
yes. Mother and child.
Yeah, I know about healthcare. You have been working a lot about polio, pulse polio, and all that. I think Rotary was a partner in that.
I think now it is only in there is no country where there is polio now. Though follow-up programs are taking place and
See, ants are attacking your plate. I think.
but there is nothing that they can eat out of my plate because
I know,
done
but
full justice to
still they are maybe they are attracted to your smile. So much so
Now,
for
concept about bicycles.
the.
My son was in Finland for 6 months, and during weekends he used to go to each of the European countries, and all the cities inside the city he used to rent a cycle and go around. Similar concept. What used to exist. Again, you become physically fit also.
No, that's the best exercise man can
Yes.
get actually, and without much expense,
Yes.
Instead of going to gym and all that, I always feel, but I cannot do that. I can only dream about it. I told you, but I feel happy when I see. As a joke, I told you that I was jealous about Gopal Krishna and all. It is not the thing. It is just a joke. Actually, I appreciated him, you, and Dr. Sai Giridhar, all these cyclists, even Ashok Vardhana.
Yes.
So all enthusiast cyclists, and all above 50. So that's great. You are keeping it up still. And,
Gopal Krishna is one great friend to me.
motivator. He is also a motivator.
Great.
Yeah. Then if we just have a monologue between us, you and me, then she may feel bad. The men are always like this, she will say. She may feel. So how do you spend your time with the family, with the kids and grandkids and all?
Yes, there's hardly any time.
Hardly any.
Yes, with the little one around. Absolutely.
So most of the time is dedicated to him.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your daughter-in-law works?
She used to. She was a teacher, but
Okay.
with this kid now,
Okay.
I think she's taken a break. And she too is into art.
Oh.
So she's into beads and she paints beautifully. So,
And what about your daughter?
yeah, my daughter is doing her law. She's just started doing her law. She too has a brand called Amara. She
Oh.
does polymer jewelry.
Wow. This family, I don't know what all things you don't do actually. You are into almost everything.
And I'm
That's
the least
amazing.
talented of them all.
But you are being modest, Ranga. You are an all-rounder, so there is no point that you should be efficient in one thing. You are in so many things.
And encouragement to us.
Yeah, you are the guiding force. You are
Yes.
the beacon for them actually.
I would like to thank my family first, my immediate family. I have got 4 sisters. The first one is Chitra Prabhu and her husband, Dr. K.P. Vishwanath Prabhu. The second one, Dr. Shakuntala Rao and my brother-in-law, Dr. Dinkar Rao. They are in the US. The third one, Sujata Pai and Prem Chandra Pai. They are also in the US. And they were the ones, when I went to the International Assembly, made me stay for 1 month and took me to Hawaii, Yosemite, and they made me see the entire country. And then the fourth one is my favorite, Sureka Pai. And then I have my wife, Rajani.
It is with a sense of pleasure and gratitude I stand before you to say something. That we were also trained as partners of the Rotary leader gave us a sense of responsibility too. Whereas the club visits were concerned, I have accompanied the district governor to the remotest villages, the deepest jungles, made a lot of friends and enjoyed thoroughly. In this last 1 year, I've made so many friends and learned so much about Rotary. I'm grateful to the spouses of the Rotarians and the lady Rotarians who accompanied me on the service projects. I am a Rotarian and I wish more women would join the Rotary movement. Finally, a big thank you to each and every one of you for this lovely year we've had.
Then the second generation, Seema, that's my niece, Seema and her husband, Joe. And one more nephew of mine, Dr. Manju Mizar, and his wife, Dr. Liz. And then we have Megan Mizar and her husband, Jimmy. And then there comes my own son, Rohit, and his wife, Dipti. And of course, Rohini, who has been announcing here along with Pritham. Then the third generation, Lily and Maya, Avin and Emerson and Vivaan and Devin. They are the family. They are the family members who guide me and support me always. I'm indebted to them. Then there is one more person who is a part of our family. That's my mother-in-law, Nalini Kinai.
My son is an avid gardener.
Oh, son is
a lot of vegetables on our terrace. He wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and gets to work.
He does his own
And,
compost.
he
Really?
yes, yes. We never give out our
amazing.
garbage.
Amazing. I'll tell you, that's something, some qualities which I saw in him, which is not there in the present day youth. I told you on the outset when I saw him and the way he spoke to me and he followed up the matter, I decided this guy is something different, not like others. So I knew that there is some what you call good attitude that you have inculcated in him, you know. That is what I feel. So like parents like children, that's a good example in your case. Not everybody is like that. That's great. What other activities? Sports?
Except
Only cycling.
nothing else.
Only cycling. What about you? Any sports activities?
No, we play at home. Shuttle here and
Okay.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is there.
Yeah.
Okay. Outdoor as well as
Yes,
indoor.
yes.
So some board games and all that.
Yeah, board games. Now lockdown had brought out all the boards from inside.
Okay.
So now it's all gone in again.
Okay. Then about Rotary, your Rotary and Innerville activities.
I'm the district ISO this year.
Huh.
So I'm in charge of the whole district.
Oh.
I'm supposed to foster friendship between clubs and.
Okay. Okay. So in that way, you both are doing great.
ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ 2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ರಂಗನಾಥ್ ಭಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರ ಧರ್ಮಪತ್ನಿ ರಜನಿ ಭಟ್ ಇವರ ಹಲವಾರು ಉತ್ತಮ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಕೋರ್ ಟೀಮ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದರ ಫಲವಾಗಿ ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕೂಲ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೆಂಬುದಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಹಿತವಚನ. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಒಂದು ಕೋಪ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬದಿಯನ್ನಿಟ್ಟು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಶಾಂತಿಯುತವಾಗಿ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಜೀವಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಪ್ರಯಾಣವನ್ನು ಸಾಗಿಸಿದೆವು.
Holding some positions and
In fact, I've been in
working.
Rotary for the last 33 years.
33 years.
Yes.
My goodness.
Even without realizing it,
Yeah.
if you join Rotary and really involve yourself in Rotary, you will become a better person, a better communicator, and a person who has got quality, a very important quality that a person should have, that is known as empathy.
Okay.
That is what you will get.
Very important in life that I have learned is that you have to have good friends in your life. And that is the only thing that is going to make you achieve things in life. And those are the friends of mine who are in the core committee. And in the last 1 year, I have made so many friends, and I'm getting emotional because of that.
And the satisfaction, of serving somebody, bringing a smile on the face of kids
That
or
is
anybody.
right. That is right. But what I feel is, you can bring smile on others' face just by smiling. You need not do anything. Such a charming smile. I told you, it's an addictive smile. That's something great. So I think being in Rotary, Ranga has brought more smile on people's faces, not just by indulging in charity work, but with your friendly nature and things. I feel so.
No, that is important.
Because your outlook is always important. You cannot go with grim face and scold people and get things done. You should be friendly always.
Usually a smile is infectious. So is a grim face.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely right. Anything special, any anecdote, can you both, one after the other, any anecdote, memorable event in life, funny, because being in Rotary, you may be sharing so many things. Means not from Rotary,
Yes.
from your life. You might have shared many things. Anything not necessarily funny, maybe nostalgic, I can call it, some nostalgic memories. Because that may amuse our viewers, that's why.
No, it is this incident I saw at eye hospital in Mysore. I had gone for the inauguration of equipment that Rotary had donated. And it's an equipment where you do operations on kids, eye operations. And there was this girl with a squint, and she was relating to us how her life changed after the operation. And when she was explaining to us, we were being shown the after before of her eyes. The squint became okay. And she was relating to us the experience, how she was, her classmate used to make fun of her, and she was, tears were flowing down her face.
Emotional. She became very emotional.
She became emotional, and all the onlookers, there were about 50 in the room, and everybody was having a tear in his eyes. Some of the moments you really experience that in Rotary are really unforgettable.
That shows your indulgence also. So then we are seeing you almost every day in the paper or in news, in social media about your work for Canara High School Association. So what is the this thing work you are doing? What is the position you are holding, and what responsibilities you are handling?
Yes, I'm the honorary secretary of the Canara High School Association.
Okay.
Now, Canara High School Association runs about 15 institutions, including 3 high schools, 2 higher primary schools, 1 PU college, 1 first grade college, and an engineering college. So I'm the honorary secretary for that. And I've been in the committee for the last 16 years, 5 years as the joint secretary, and 11 years since 2011 as the honorary secretary of the club.
Wonderful.
There are 14 members in the managing committee, and each member will take care of some of the institutions.
So I was also, I'm a past student of Canara School Urva.
Yes.
I'm proud about our Canara institutions, and I'm happy that you're working in the committee. And the way the Canara institutions have developed over the last 2 decades, it's amazing, I should say. A lot of developments you have done. Many schools have been upgraded to higher this thing. Then the engineering college, it's doing wonderful.
Including your alma mater.
Which one? Yes. Yes, almost all schools are renovated now.
Yes. A word about Canara is that we stress on inculcating into students not only academics but also qualities which will make them complete, like extracurricular activities, sports, and the very, very important things that a person should possess, that is ethics, moral and integrity. Those are the things we really give stress to.
The symbol of Canara is the divine Kamadhenu. On the symbol are 2 sentences, Vidya Kamaduga, which means education is that which gives you whatever you desire in life. And the second sentence that is inscribed is from the Upanishad, which says, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. It is the right path for you to follow in your life if you have to be successful. Thousands of alumni are spread all over the world and have achieved much in their lives. In addition to academics, we lay stress to prepare you for life, make you employable, imbibe the right life skills. We lay stress on ethics and integrity, which is very much required for each one of us. At Canara, we change lives for the better. At Canara, we help you by giving you a platform to achieve your potential to the maximum.
We are all proud about Canara institutions, and I am proud about Ranga being in the association, being in the committee. So we are doing a wonderful work in that area also. Then are you passionate about cars and things? Because since you are into this tire, wheel balancing, then wheel alignment, all these things, and being an engineer, you are a mechanical or?
I'm a mechanical engineer.
Okay. Again, you are a mechanical engineer. So do you have a passion for fast cars and racing and things like that?
No.
No.
I believe that getting from point A to point B
that is
in the most economical way is the
very
best
philosophical. Very philosophical. That's great, and that makes you simple living and high thinking. That suits you well. both of you, I should say, because your simplicity, the way you mix with people, and the way you put things without glorifying anything, or there is no, pomp and glamour. Maybe some etiquette should be there, some code of conduct you have to follow, and especially when you are in association, organizations like Rotary and all that. To keep the decorum, you have to have some formality and things. But otherwise, you are very simple. That's something I like about both of you. And you can share any other things you feel like, because I told you it's not a formal interview. I don't have a script, and I can't memorize everything, what to ask and what not to ask. I feel happy. Actually, I feel happy that I came to know so many things about you, which were not discussed earlier, in spite of our friendship for the last maybe nearly 1 decade. Then about the family also, I came to know certain things, good things.
When you call me a good cook, I remembered an incident. Soon after we were engaged, I wanted to prove that, to show to him that I was a good cook.
Okay.
So I decided to make panna of curry one day. And invited him for lunch. I told my mommy, I'm going to make it. You're not going to do anything. And I didn't have any idea how much chili powder went into it. I put about 4 or 5 spoons.
My goodness.
And very less, I think it was tamarind. Very less of it, and I prepared. I tasted it. It looked okay to me. And he comes for lunch, and he starts having. And I see tears flowing down his eyes. I was wondering what is wrong with him. And he said, I asked him, how is the preparation? I made it myself. So he said, very good, very good. And my brother was sitting opposite to him and having the same thing. And he just tried to put it in his mouth. He said, what is this? It's fire. And that was the time, I realized I had less salt and less tamarind and more chili powder. That incident I remember when you called me a good cook. So I wanted to prove to him that I was a good cook.
Anybody doesn't become a good cook overnight, I'll tell you, because I have made lot of these goof-ups in my life. In everybody's life, such things happen. So don't worry. So that's what made you a good cook.
Yes,
because immediately, the strikes to our mind. We should be perfect about it. We should be careful about it.
Yes.
What people like, we should feed them.
Yeah.
So that makes you perfect, actually. Not that overnight nobody becomes this thing. That I agree. So nice listening to that story. And I think Ranga has smiled more after that.
Yes.
Less tears and more smile.
And never ever complained about her cooking.
That's good. So friends, we had a wonderful time chatting today. Both Mr. Ranganath Bhat and Rajani Bhat, they have been very jovial, and they were appreciative of my wife's masala dosa.
Yes.
Not so
see our
much.
plate.
I don't say they didn't appreciate my pudding.
No.
But not up to the expectation I had.
Not a speck of the pudding is remaining. And you have given us quite a bit of it.
No, just kidding, don't worry. The plate itself is the indicator.
I know.
I always say, if you polish the plate, if you eat everything, then
that means it is.
Yeah, then that means that's good.
It's a compliment to the cook.
Yeah, we are happy that the snacks were accepted. The coffee was okay. It was accepted by you. Then you shared a lot of your info about yourself, your family, your activities. So we are delighted to go through all those stories, what you told today. And I should say, may there be more power to you in executing your work, responsibilities.
Thank you.
As Rotarians, as social workers, then within the family, looking after your grandson, grooming him up, then your daughters, settling down in life. So for everything, I wish you luck, and hope to see you again and again visiting us.
Sure.
And so we'll make it a day and come over to your place. Shamelessly we'll enter and we'll ask you to serve us something from your hand, because you're a good cook. Anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Pleasure is ours.
Yeah.
This afternoon has been great. Kaapi with Kudpi has been great, especially masala dosa by Meena. Thank you. It was and it's been a great honor for both of us to come and visit you and talk to you. and have a great time together. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. It's our pleasure, Ranga.
Yes.
So I should thank you more than you thanking me.
Yes,
I
thank
think
you so
so.
much.
So friends, that's Ranga and Rajani for you. I had a good time. You might have had a good time watching the video already. And I hope to bring more and more such jovial people, fun-loving, happy-go-lucky people in this program. Until then, signing off from Kaapi with Kudpi. Thank you.
Thank you.
So namaste. Bye.